How's it going, everyone? Sean here from Raw Technique Studios. A while ago I put out a video on how to set up a detailed home studio. Now today I'm going to be going over the external compressor and how to get it working with an interface that doesn't have sends and returns on it. So if you bought an external compressor as part of your studio setup and you can't figure out how to plug it into your interface, we're going to go over that today. So what you're going to need is a external preamp. So you're going to have to buy a new preamp because the chain is going to go microphone, preamp, compressor, interface, and then it goes into your computer. So if you don't have a way to send it in through the preamp, send it to the compressor, return it back into the interface, and then go to the computer, then you're going to have to do it this way. So what we have here is a ART Tube MP. That's the external preamp we're going to be using. And we have our interface and the external compressor down here. So let's jump in, see what you need. Outside of the external preamp that you end up getting, you're also going to need two TRS cables. I'll have an image on the screen so you can see what those look like. And you're also going to need a XLR to go from your microphone into the preamp. And that's it. So let's jump into it and I'll show you how it's all plugged in. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is plug everything in. So plug in all the power. I have the power for the compressor, power for the interface, power for the preamp all set up, and then firewire connector. Your interface might be USB, but mine's firewire, so that's plugged into the computer. Now what we need to do is set it all up. So what we're going to do is take the XLR cable and we're going to take the male side and plug it into the input right here. And then we're going to take the female side and we're going to plug it into our microphone. Okay, so now we have to take a TRS cable and with our TRS we're going to go output from the preamp into the compressor channel 1 input. Alright, so output to from the preamp, input, channel 1, compressor. Then what we have to do is get another TRS cable, and we're going to go output from the compressor, and we're going to go input on the front of the interface. If you have a line input on the back, then you could go ahead and put it into the line input there, but mine is on the front, so let me show you that. Alright, so here's the front of the interface because my line and mic inputs are the same. It's just the TRS cable is going to be the line input and an XLR will be the XLR. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in input 4 here. And now I can turn this off. I'm not going to be using that. Line input for number 4. I'm going to have to turn it up halfway. And that's going to be right at 0. Because it's minus 20 on the left, plus 20 on the right, 0 is dead center. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And then I can bring my external back over here. So we have it all plugged in. And let's show you the front so we could see what it looks like when it's on. Now what I'm doing here on the screen is changing my interface over to mic 4 because that's the input we have right here, mic 4. And then I could go ahead and press record. And then I set my levels on my preamp. Check, check, check 1, 2. And now you can hear my voice coming through the regular microphone now instead of the camera microphone. So that's how you set it up. Preamp, you're going in your microphone. So you plug an XLR to your microphone to the input of the preamp. The output of the preamp goes into the compressor's input. The output of the compressor goes to the line input on your interface, and then make sure you're at 0 on line input because all of your gain's coming from your preamp. You don't want to be doing another gain on your interface. You already have that taken care of on your preamp. So as you can see now, I have an external preamp, and if I adjust my settings here, check, 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 you can see I'm getting some gain reduction, and I could turn it up on the output. I could adjust my attack and all that. So now you can see that the audio is running into my preamp, into my compressor. I'm getting a compressed signal before it goes into my interface and into the computer. Alright, so that's how you set it up. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace.